Hello gamers. So I've got another one for you today. Once again brought to us by Sometimes You. And I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to try. So this game is an artistic reconstruction of the myths that form the foundation of the artefacts of the Permian animal style. Okay. The myths and lore of the Permians, Zirians... okay, I didn't finish reading that, but okay. Anyway, it's called Mooseman, as you can see. So I'm just going to do my usual trick, read you the blurb before we get started. So, long, long ago, the world was created out of an eggshell by a god named Yen. In the murky depths of the endless ocean, the lower world was born. The middle world was made for the men to dwell, and the upper world was where the ancient gods would reside. Multitudes of spirits dwell among the layers of creation, guarding their secrets in the dark. Embark on a journey through all the worlds of ancient myth, find artefacts of Chud tribes, and solve all the mysteries of finno-ugric tales. You are the Mooseman, and you have the ability to see all that is hidden to the mortal eye. You are about to visit 3 layers of this universe. The first is the lower world, where the spirits of the dead reside. And then we've got a few bullet points about the actual game. So explore the worlds inspired by Permian animal style. Dive into deep atmosphere of folk Komi music. Meet long forgotten gods and spirits. Learn the ancient myths of finno-ugric tribes. Don't expect an easy journey, there are riddles in the dark. Unlock new abilities and use them to get to the upper world. Find all the artifacts that are hidden from the mortal eye. So what do you think? Shall we give it a go?
Щилан кывлан, пашкыды бордес, преданню крае зануотаса. Яшкыв везменам, щутуще змощеламын выдмаса. И велищ туманлан пемутас щижим чапкаса жребий. Куемир барема свечища, куем мирозданнелан шибрас. Шондылыш била муфтыш сылан куйлану туй пондас. Кыв за кыв пащилан кывлыш. Пондан тыдны вековой знаний. Пемут каджит парманы великой, дух аджи с барем.
So, as you could probably gather from that intro, this game is all about essentially Finnish folklore. Visually, it reminds me a lot of Another World from the Amiga and Mega Drive days, or Out of This World as it's known in North America, or Outer World in Japan, you know, because why have one title when 3 will do? The game's very, very text driven, because every time you come across a checkpoint or every time you pick up a collectible there's some extra bit of text to read. There's no real sort of direction as such. You basically get the impression as you're playing, you hold right to move, and then you get a couple of power-ups here and there to help you out progress further. Eventually you'll come to what is basically the first boss fight of the game, and it's this sleepy bear. All you've really got to do is stealth past him, and then in the second stage he's tailing you. But again, because of the slow pace of the game, there's no real great urgency there. Now that is no way a bad thing. I mean, the visuals and music in this game are the 2 main reasons I can't recommend it enough. Particularly if you're a fan of something like Journey. Imagine a lot of the elements of Journey stripped out, I guess, and replaced with collectibles and text. yeah, I highly recommend it if you were a fan of Journey or you prefer a slower paced, more deliberate sort of experience. I don't want to use the word game because I didn't feel that there was enough gameplay here. It kept me occupied for just over an hour and a half, which was enough for me to go right the way through the whole story element of it, but there's still a fair few collectibles for me to find. Now, as you can see, there are certain puzzles here, like when you're in Mooseman mode, as I call it. Spirits will help you, like this one moves this rock. Turn off Mooseman mode, it's not as effective, and you get stuck. Turn it back on, you can phase through it, but I had to experiment there whether I could still walk through the rock or not, just to see if the devs had thought about that sort of thing. Clearly, I wasn't close enough. But yeah, essentially the whole thing of the game is that you play this character, the Mooseman, who is chosen, and you travel the 3 realms to put it in simple terms, you go into the underworld to retrieve a part of the sun, and then go to heaven to light the sun. But it was an enjoyable adventure. It's very much a case of hold right and press X and circle when you need to, but it was good fun, it was enjoyable. It kept me, like I said, occupied for a full hour and a half, which was enough to see the game through. Definitely worth a try, and my full playthrough will be getting uploaded, just so you can see how the full game works out if you're really that interested. Anyway guys, thanks for joining me. I'll hopefully see you the next time I run through a quick review of a game. You take care, I'll see you all soon.